This is the Pursuit of Wellness podcast, and I'm your host, Mari Llewellyn. Hi guys, welcome back to the show. I am here today with Fiona.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
We're here for another girl chat episode. Before we hop in, I wanted to say a couple things. Firstly, thank you guys so much for the support on our new Colostrum and collagen peptides product. It's been kind of flying off the shelves, especially on Amazon. I was pretty surprised at how just excited everyone was and how it's selling out at this point. So if you didn't hear my update last time, we just released a colostrum. What is so special about this? And you guys know how intense I am about sourcing. So when the team said, hey, I think we should make a colostrum, I was like, I agree, but it has to be sourced very well. So this is sourced from family dairy farms here in the US, and we use a calves first process, which means the baby cows get their supply of colostrum first, and we only use additional colostrum, which is kind of a cool thing because I know there's obviously corrupt companies in the US who take colostrum when they shouldn't. So I really love that approach. And then we use grass-fed collagen, obviously, which is great for hair, skin, and nails. Colostrum is really good for gut health, immunity. I know you really like it.
Yes, I was going to say, we've been traveling a bunch and I have some travel coming up. So I put some in my iced coffee this morning and I'm going to do it every day and bring it on my trip too, because your girl's a little beat down right now.
Yeah, you should. Yeah, you're kind of not doing well. You should take this with you.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I know. Maybe gonna put it in a little Ziploc bag, but I should probably leave it in the container because
Either one. I mean, they'll probably check it, but it'll get through fine. And then this is going to be really great for me and Greg to rebuild our gut after this whole antibiotic process that we're on right now. A journey. So yeah, thank you so much for the support, and it's still available on Amazon and our website, I believe. And today we're just going to give you guys, we have kind of some exciting updates. We're going to do a Q&A where we kind of go back and forth asking each other questions. And yeah, so where should we begin? So much has happened.
Yeah, just in the last week we were traveling a bunch and a lot of exciting stuff in LA, if you want to talk about that.
We got back from LA 2 days ago, and yeah, honestly, peak of my career, probably. Greg and I won Entrepreneur of the Year for the Los Angeles area. Entrepreneur of the Year is a very prestigious award for any entrepreneur. I knew it was a big deal, but I didn't realize how big of a deal until we were at the event. So I think I've been, telling you guys about the process, but we've gone back to LA for the judging, for
interviews.
Speed round interviews. It's been a very long process of filling out forms and going on Zoom calls and judging. And, we were up against the best entrepreneurs in the LA area, and LA is the entrepreneurship capital of America. So it was definitely competitive. We were in there with brands like Dave's Hot Chicken, Cult Gaia, Tower 28. What were some other ones that really stand out for people?
There were some financial firms. LAFC, the football club.
The football club.
They won too.
Yeah, owned by Will Ferrell.
Yes.
So basically they said there were more applicants than any year ever. So I think it was over 200 applicants, narrowed down to about 20 finalists or something.
It might have been a couple more than that, in the
30?
final round. Yeah.
30 finalists, and then how many winners
11
were there?
winners.
11 winners. So to win your first time is apparently pretty unheard of and quite unique. So I wasn't fully expecting us to win. However, I'm not a very competitive person in general. I'm competitive with myself, but not really other people. This was the first time that I was like, oh, I want to win. I want to win. I was going to be sad, if I didn't win. And it was this big event. It was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It was black tie. So I think that's our first time ever being in black tie together.
I don't know if I've ever been in black tie.
I don't think
for a
either.
wedding or anything. It was so cute though. The whole team, a couple of people of the team came and it was so cute. Everyone was all dressed up in their gowns, and I was like, wow, we usually just see each other
I know.
The most dressed up we get is jeans. Seeing the team in the
It was really cute, and everyone was kind of nervous and
Yeah.
excited, and we'd bought a table to celebrate with the team. Like, you don't necessarily have to do that, but we wanted the team there. And when we arrived at the Beverly Hills Hotel and just seeing everyone in black tie at this beautiful venue, it was pretty insane. We go in, we go to the step and repeat. We're taking photos. Greg's in his tux, Leo's in his tux, Fee's in her gown. The team is there. The venue's stunning. It's my first time at the Beverly Hills Hotel.
Me too.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing.
It was beautiful.
I kind of get it now.
Yeah.
And it was busy. Like, people had brought their parents, their kids. Like, it was clearly a really big deal. Beautiful event. And then they take you into the banquet hall, and there's different tables for each company. So our table had like a Bloom Nutrition sign. It had the LA Business Journal where we had a full spread of the greens, which was really cool. And I was just like really emotional and just like taking it all in.
Yeah. I feel like it hit us like right when we sat down, and they played this first video, you guys, kind of just like what makes entrepreneurship, like what it is and why it's so powerful. I look over at Mari and Greg are like,
I was sobbing.
Teary-eyed. It was really cool. It was really, really cool.
I think what was so special about it, and Greg and I have talked a lot about it since, entrepreneurship is a very lonely life. And I feel like it's only very recently in the last year that I really feel like I have a community and I have friends. Like, I know that sounds silly, but for the first 3 years of Bloom, Greg and I didn't leave the house, and I pretty much just had Greg. And you become quite isolated because you're doing this thing that no one else can relate to. You're working long hours. You never really clock out. The pressure is insane. You know, like, even Greg and I are still kind of weird about staying out to a certain time, like saying yes to everything. Especially for Greg, really difficult. And also, you know, I'm front facing. I'm a little bit more public. So I get more recognition than Greg does. For Greg, as the CEO, he is constantly telling everyone on the team they're doing an amazing job. You know, it's his job to lead them and congratulate them and hype them up. No one really ever tells Greg he's doing a good job.
Yeah, you don't really get a lot of recognition in that world, I feel like. And you're so focused on like, great, something sold out, or you had like a huge end cap at Target. But then it's like, okay, that was awesome. Like, on to the next thing, because we have a million other things going on, and you don't really take the time. Like, you don't really get the time to like actually sit there and clap for yourself or have other people clap for you.
Such a good point. Yeah. Like, Greg and I, we honestly need to get better at celebrating, because whenever something amazing happens, we just keep going. You know, even when, you know, our deal went through with Nutrabolt, like, we just kind of continued, and it's very rare that we stop and look back at everything we've done. And I think in that moment, it was like, holy crap, like, this is the moment. You know, it's not everything we've worked for, but it's nice to have this room of other successful entrepreneurs and to just recognize entrepreneurship. And I don't mean to talk about Greg too much, but he, you know, Fee obviously knows him very well. And for anyone who's met him, Greg is the textbook definition, not textbook definition. Greg is an entrepreneur. Like, that is who he is to his core. Yeah. And I watched him from college years, you know, really struggle academically and kind of have a very bad relationship with school, and always kind of felt like he was less than because he struggled so much. To watch him grow and be this incredible leader, an incredible CEO, and grow this company together has been insane. And I 100% would not be here right now without him. And for me, when I was in that event, like, yes, it was incredible for me as well, but I felt so like happy for Greg and so proud of him to be recognized for something that I feel like is just innate to who he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it was really, really cool. And then we watched the intro video. I'm sobbing, crying already. And then they basically tell us they're going to be announcing winners throughout the evening from 7:30 to 9:30, basically to prevent people leaving. Yeah. So they're doing these like fun videos on each company. You know, we'd filmed interviews beforehand when we did the judging on green screens. So they were showing all the videos of our answers and, you know, this really cool video, and Will Ferrell's up there and it was hilarious. He didn't come to the event, by the way, because I personally think it was intentional because it would have drawn too much attention. Yeah. But his whole team was there for LA Soccer Club. It was really, really cool. And then they go to announce the first winner. And the guy on the microphone goes, this company is based on transformation, women's health, positivity. And if anyone's been on my Instagram and seen the video of me and Greg, my face, I'm so serious. And in my head, I was, wait, which other company here is about that? Like, is anyone else about women's health? Like, it can't be about us. Like, this has to be about someone else. Like, who else has a transformation? Like, I'm going through my brain. And then he goes, Greg Lavecchia and Mari Llewellyn of Bloom Nutrition. And it was just like crazy.
Yeah, it was surreal.
We were the first people
we were a little caught off guard.
Yeah.
Like, it happened really fast and we were all just like...
I think everyone there was caught off guard. Even the judge on the stage. Because, so a little BTS tea for you guys. We were told to have a 1-minute speech ready. And I had some bullet points. I don't think Greg prepped at all, but I knew I would have to give this speech. So when they announced us, Greg and I go up on stage, we hold our trophies, we take a photo with the judge, and then I'm ready to give my speech. But the judge kind of indicates that we should leave the stage. And under my breath, I was like, should we not say something? Like, shouldn't we be giving a speech? And the guy goes, no. So I got down and went back to the table, and we were all like, oh, that was weird.
I was like, what happened?
I know.
Give a speech. And
I know.
Like, he told me to come back down. I was like, okay.
So then they announced the next winner, and the next winner gives his speech. And we're all like, wait, what? And then the judge on stage goes, Bloom, come back, like we messed up. So Greg and I had to go back on stage and give a speech. Yeah. And
you made the best of it.
Yeah. And the
Mari's
speech,
like, we're back.
Yeah, I was like, we're back on the stage. Hi. But also the way the microphone was on the stage, it was a bendy microphone. I know I can't stop talking about this. I'm just so embarrassed. There was like a see-through podium and a bendy microphone. I didn't realize it bent. So I crouched, and I'm tall, I'm 5'10". I crouched all the way down to the microphone. I gave my whole speech like this. Oh, guys, thanks so much.
Bent in half.
Bent in half, and I didn't stand up really once. So that was embarrassing. But either way, the speech was really cute.
It was.
So yeah, like really,
all night.
Really magical. Like all of us were crying and hugging, and it was just like insane. I think the biggest piece of advice I give people when they ask me about health and nutrition is to get enough protein in every day. I think we all think we're getting enough, but we're not actually. It can be really challenging to get enough protein in our diets, especially with snacks. And that's where I found Chomps. Chomps are a good, healthy snack that have 12 grams of protein, 0 sugar, and low carb. They come in amazing flavors, so there's something for everyone. Plus, they come in 3 types of meat: grass-fed and grass-finished beef, venison, and antibiotic-free turkey. They're made with ingredients you can feel good about. They're filled with the highest quality, sustainably sourced meat without any fillers, so you can feel good about what you're snacking on. They come in 10 delicious, bold flavors, so there's a healthy snack option for everyone. Grab a variety pack to satisfy your whole family's taste buds. It's the perfect quick snack for kids as well. Right now, Chomps is offering our listeners 20% off your first order and free shipping when you go to chomps.com/pow. Go to chomps.com/pow to see all the delicious flavors and get 20% off your first order and free shipping. That's chomps.com/pow. Don't forget to use our link so they know we sent you. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about 8 Sleep a few times at this point. It has changed the game for my husband and I when it comes to sleep. It is buzzworthy sleep technology called the Pod. It can be added to your existing mattress like a fitted sheet to automatically cool down or warm up each side of the bed and in turn improve your sleep quality dramatically. Athletes, business titans, and celebrities all swear by the Pod, and so do I. If I've learned anything from sleep experts on this show, it is that cooling our bodies down at night is the key to having a solid night's sleep and recovering properly. And I have exciting news because the Pod just got an upgrade. The 8 Sleep has launched its newest generation of the Pod 4 Ultra, which is what Greg and I have. It cools, it heats, and it now elevates automatically. It is also clinically proven to give you up to 1 hour more of quality sleep per night. It can cool down each side of the bed to 20 degrees Fahrenheit below room temperature, keeping you and your partner cool even in a heat wave. It is so hot here in Austin, and I highly recommend you guys try this out if you're here. There's just nothing else like it on the market. I feel like I saw a dramatic improvement in my HRV since using the Pod, and I've noticed that Greg also feels the same way. And I really love the fact that we can have different temperatures on each side of the bed. So there's no marriage arguments happening. I feel like sleep has just greatly improved my mental health, my energy, the way I show up for work every day. And I feel like the 8 Sleep has so much to do with that. Head to 8sleep.com/POW and use code POW, POW, to get $350 off Pod 4 Ultra. It currently ships to the United States, Canada, United Kingdom, Europe, and Australia. And then we did a 9-hour photo shoot the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, LA was a whirlwind. That was a lot.
It was a whirlwind. It was really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we needed to do this photo shoot because we have a new product coming. That's the one I've been talking about so much, guys. Like, that's on the way. Late July. So we did a full photo shoot for that. We were on set for 9 hours?
Yeah.
In Woodland Hills. We got so much content done. It was really productive. And then we went to Taverna Tony, which is our favorite Greek restaurant in
dip.
Malibu.
Best dip.
Yeah, I ate way too much, but it's okay. I was actually just I ran into a girl who was a fan at a coffee shop, and she was like telling me about, you know, her listening to the podcast and it helping her with food mindset and stuff. And I was like, yeah, like sometimes I have days where I definitely go off the rails and like you just get back on.
Yeah.
It's okay. She brought up Ozempic. She was like, all my friends are on Ozempic. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I get it. I get the feeling.
I got a lot of questions about that.
You did?
Yeah.
I was assuming you would.
A little bit.
Wait, you got to send me them so I can ask you.
Okay.
Sorry, I kind of just talked for a while. What are your updates?
That's okay.
Other than breaking your back and...
Oh my God, yeah, guys, I hurt my back somehow. I wasn't even I don't know what I did. I don't know if I slept weird. We carry these big backpacks everywhere we go with us. We've been traveling a lot, and I tend to overpack mine. Like, I just stuff it. Maybe it's my backpack. I don't know, but your girl, it gets better for a day, and then, like, this morning, I don't know what happened. I laid on a heat pad all day yesterday on the couch.
Oh.
Like, did not move from the couch.
Really?
Laid on a heating pad all day. I was, like, in so much pain. Yeah, it was not fun. So, I don't know what's wrong with that, but we're going to work on it.
I would assume it's just travel and...
Yeah, I felt a little better this morning, and then I went on a long walk with my dog, and I got back home, and I got in the shower, and I was like, I couldn't bend over. Like, I couldn't pick up my body wash. I was like, oh, that's bad. So, I don't know what that is. We're going to have to figure that out. Loved LA. I was actually in LA the weekend right before.
Yeah.
So I was in LA for my best friend's wedding that weekend, and then I came back for 2 days, and then we flew back to LA. So we had some big interviews the 2 days here in Austin. So the wedding was beautiful. My friend Sydney got married to her love of her life, John, and it was really cute. I can't believe, like, my friends are getting married. I mean, obviously you got married 2 years ago.
You were a bridesmaid too.
I was a bridesmaid. That was my first time being like an official bridesmaid. I was like kind of your bridesmaid. Like, I got ready with you and helped you. But like, that was my first time like getting a matching dress and like walking down the aisle, which like I actually felt like I did a good job. I was really nervous. I get really nervous about stuff like that. Like, I tend to black out. And I got to my seat and I was like, did I just walk so fast? And everyone was like, no, it was great. I'm like, I felt like I was like sprinting, trying not to trip either.
Imagine you being on Sports Illustrated runway.
Oh, I can't even imagine doing it. I would totally black out. I don't know how those girls, at least they're barefoot. I was in these big old heels with a long dress that kept like getting stuck a little bit. And I was like, I'm going to eat it down the aisle. But I didn't. It was great. It was a really cute trip. Yeah, kind of same old, same old. I have some travel coming up. I'm going to Italy at the end of the month. So I'm very excited.
Don't you leave in a couple days?
Next Wednesday.
Okay.
Like a week and a half.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited. Kenny and I are going to Italy. He's never been to Italy. I studied abroad there. So like, and I haven't been back since I studied my junior year. So very excited.
Fee is flying from Europe to New York and meeting me on Long Island. And if you've been following me for a while, you know the North Fork in Long Island is like me and Greg's stomping ground. It's like where we've been going our whole relationship. So it's like and it's where Greg's parents live. It's like a very special place to us. So Fee's never been. So she's coming and we're going to celebrate her birthday and 4th of July and all the things. So
it's going to be very cute. I've been to Long Island, just never like further than like, I don't know where my mom's from Long Island. I'm so bad about it. I don't know where she's from on Long Island. I've never been up to like the Forks.
Yeah, the Hamptons.
Like I've never been to the Hamptons or anything like that. So I'm very excited.
So I'm going to show her around like North Fork, Orient, Greenport. We'll go to the vineyards. We'll go lunch. We'll go do all the things. Fireworks. Yeah. We'll do a day trip to the Hamptons. It'll be nice. And
What's that place?
Dury's,
Dury's. Now I see it everywhere.
the lobster
I keep
cob.
seeing it everywhere. Yeah.
It's
I'm
famous.
excited to go there.
I know. I want some rosé.
Ooh.
Hopefully I can drink by then. I know.
I don't know.
A little antibiotic update.
Oh, yeah.
My round of the antibiotics ends Wednesday, and then I take a 24-hour break, and then I go on the parasite cleanse. I've noticed a big difference in my skin. I feel like, well, I have makeup on right now, but it's flat. Like the bumps are gone. It's just like red.
It's not like inflamed anymore.
No, and there's no like, I used to wake up every day with a new zit, and that isn't happening as much. And I feel like everything's flat and like red, so it's healing, which is pretty cool. My biggest fear is that it comes back, but we'll see how the parasite cleanse goes, and then we go into the rebuild phase. And I think I told you guys I was like experimenting eating eggs again after not eating them for like a long time.
Yeah, how's that going?
I don't think it's
Really?
I don't know. I think I tried it. I think I had them like a couple times, and it made me break out, I think. And I asked Dr. Gabrielle, and she said to just hold off.
Yeah, probably until like you're like clear, until you do a test and it says it's gone.
Yeah.
Like you don't, even if you're fighting it with medicine, you don't want to like be feeding it something that's, or it's making it irritated.
Right.
Like it's not the eggs, it's like it's the H. pylori and stuff that's like reacting to it.
Yes.
Like, it's not your actual natural body. You know what I mean?
I agree. So I need to wait till it's actually gone, which is sad because I love my eggs, but hopefully by the time my chickens are laying,
That's what I was just gonna say.
I'll be ready.
There you go.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then a little fertility update, which is pretty exciting. I wasn't sure if I was going to share this because I'm not sure if it's too early, but I just feel like why not share with the group, because I've been sharing everything anyway. So obviously I'm not pregnant yet. And, you know, I was seeing a fertility clinic here in Austin, and to be honest, I didn't have the most amazing experience. Like I just felt like it wasn't very individualized. A couple things happened that I wasn't super happy with. And my friend Taylor used to work for an amazing fertility clinic in New York called
RMA, right?
RMANY. So it's in New York, and they're apparently like the best of the best. So I was like, you know what? Why don't I just have a call with them? Let's see what happens. And I really am so happy I did, because we were just chatting about my situation and, you know, Greg's sperm analysis test and my tests, and everything looks really good. And she asked me, you know, how many kids do you want to have in the future? And I said 2 or 3. And she was like, well, you know, if you want to have more kids in the future, you might want to consider IVF anyway, just so you have embryos ready to go and you don't have to go through this stressful period of time again, because it really has been, I mean, I feel okay now, but the ups and downs of this journey have been insane, and for me and Greg. So to have some control and a plan, and to know that at any moment I could choose to have another child, is really comforting. So my plan is to continue to try naturally through the summer. And then Fee and I went through the calendar and found an open window of time, because technically I need about 2 to 3 weeks in order to do IVF and to make embryos. So we've kind of loosely planned for October. We're going to, you know, freeze Greg's sperm, and I'm going in July, and we're going to go talk to them. But it is so comforting to me to have the October dates set, because now I know, hey, if this doesn't happen for me in October, I have this plan.
Plan B.
Plan B. Oh, maybe not the best phrase for that one, but
Plan C.
Plan C. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update on that. And you know, if I do go through with IVF, the same way I've been transparently sharing about everything fertility, I'd love to continue, because I think IVF, I don't know, like I would want to watch that as someone who was trying to get pregnant. I would love to hear more about that. Yeah. I talked to my mum about it yesterday, and she actually met with the father of IVF when she was trying with me in London, the guy who sort of like invented it.
Wow.
Which I was like, what? She didn't end up doing it because she got naturally pregnant, but she had such a hard time having me. she had an ectopic pregnancy. She had multiple miscarriages, like awful, that she ended up seeing this guy. So I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'll keep you updated on that. We'll see how it goes. Apparently, IVF is quite challenging on the body, which is why I sort of was hesitant for a while. But you got to do what you got to do. So any girls listening that have done IVF,
let us know.
Let us know. Like, I'd love to hear your experiences. For some reason, our voice message system is down at the moment. But we're going to get it back up and running. And if anyone's willing to share, like, I'd love to hear us, you know, how you felt when you did IVF and what the sort of side effects were. Apparently, I'm going to be really bloated and really angry. So that'll be fun.
Perfect.
We'll see who wants to hang out with me during that time. Should we hop into our Q&A?
Yes.
My husband has a tradition of bringing his guy friends over every weekend on a Sunday and working out. They're in the gym downstairs for hours and then they come upstairs and I make fresh croissants from Wild Grain. I am obsessed with Wild Grain. I think this is one of the best subscription boxes on the market. What I love about it is it's the first ever bake from frozen subscription box for sourdough, fresh pasta, and artisanal pastries. What I really love about the ingredients is the fact that it's very minimal. I can see the exact ingredients. For example, the pasta is simply semolina flour, which is like one of the best flours you can use, eggs, water, and salt. Like, it's super, super minimal, and I really appreciate that. There's no like preservatives or nasty fillers in there. Every item bakes from frozen in 25 minutes or less, no thawing required, and you can now fully customize your Wild Grain box so you can choose from any combination of breads, pastas, and pastries. You can even build the box of only breads, only pastas, or only pastries if you'd like. They also have amazing cookies. You guys need to try them. For a limited time, you can get $30 off the first box plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/pow to start your subscription. You heard me, free croissants in every box and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/pow. That's wildgrain.com/pow or use promo code POW at checkout. The first one I saw that I wanted to ask you, 4 feet. What kind of wedding, if any, do you envision having?
Oh, that's a cute question. I have always kind of felt like I will have, I would say like under 150 people, which is considered a small wedding, not like an intimate wedding. An intimate wedding would be like friends and family, but probably like around 100 to 150. When I lived in LA, I used to think like Malibu or something like that. But now that I've moved, I definitely don't want to have it there. not that there's anything wrong with that.
I think I looked at Malibu and it was really expensive.
It was really expensive, just like, which I get. Like, it's beautiful and it's California, so very expensive. But I think like I'd love to do one here in Austin. I think it's nice to be local to your venue. You can go out and see it. It's just like a lot easier. I know like Sydney did hers in California because John's from California and their venue was gorgeous, but like they had to fly back from New York a bunch because they moved to New York. So I just think local would be nice. I think Austin has a lot of really cool venues, so probably here. I don't really know a ton of details past that.
What the vibe?
Definitely like modern, clean. Maybe a little bit of color. I don't want like all neutrals. I know that, like colorful, but there's one specific venue in Austin that I really love that's like a very, almost like a modern farmhouse look. I like that look. Like, cute. I prefer that over like Garden Fairy Tale or over
I feel like it had some southern
Spanish
charm.
Castle. Yeah, like a little southern, but like clean, like kind of like a blank canvas that we can do whatever we want to it. So
cute.
And like I think for like a dress, like classic, nothing crazy. I'm not really into like beaded or like sparkle. Like very simple.
I feel like you found a designer you liked, right?
I do. I found one. They're called Kaya, I think. Kaya.
Australian brand.
They actually just had a pop-up here in Austin and I wanted to go so bad. But I was like, okay, I should wait till I'm engaged to go try on wedding dresses.
I had to stop her.
Yeah,
guys.
she did. I just like wanted to see them in person, but it's fine. When we get, they have like a New York showroom, so I'll probably go.
Yeah.
But They have gorgeous dresses. And they're very basic and like, not basic, but just like timeless to me. Like classic timeless. That's like the vibe I like. So yeah. Hot topic. Would you ever consider bringing on a doctor who is against vaccines?
Oh, we have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a couple guests talk about it. I think Dr. Aben was one of them, a brain doctor. Amazing episode if you want to go listen.
And not all vaccines necessarily, but like certain ones.
Certain ones, yeah. Like I think a lot about this, honestly, with the way the internet is right now. And I'm definitely not one of those people who wants to build my career on controversy and negativity. I think there's some people out there who do that, and it's just a bad vibe. Like, reality is we live in a modern society. There's processed food and toxins everywhere. Like, I'm not perfect. I can't avoid everything. And I think bashing brands and bashing people is just like a negative way to be. Like, I don't want to exist in that fashion. However, I love information and I love hearing other people's perspectives, and I've learned a ton, like listening to other people. So if I were to bring on someone about vaccines, it would be from pure curiosity and not a place of wanting to cause like an uproar or controversy. Like, I don't want to create negativity. I just want to sort of be open.
I feel like one of the things we talk a lot on the podcast are like bio-individuality.
Yeah.
Like what works for one person might not work for other people.
Yeah.
And like everyone should be allowed to make their own choices.
Yeah, but make an informed choice.
Yeah.
Like know the information.
Yeah.
I mean, I just keep thinking about the episode we just recorded with Callie Means, which probably hasn't come out yet.
No, not yet.
But you guys are going to freak out. This guy, I mean, he used to be a consultant for big food and big pharma, and he was literally in the meetings figuring out how to convince people to buy processed food and take medications. So to hear that perspective and just hear the facts and the economics of it was like really eye-opening.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that he wasn't necessarily preaching. He was just like, this is the information that I know. Do with it what you will.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, can you give us an update on the Ozempic?
Yes. I actually was just thinking about this morning. So to be honest, I mean, I feel good for the most part. After like injection days, I definitely feel a little run down. Like nothing major, but like just not 100%. Like definitely a little tired. Sometimes my stomach can feel a little like uneasy, but nothing drastic. Like I know I've seen some drastic things people experience. Nothing crazy. To be honest, I feel like I've lost a couple pounds, but like I haven't seen anything crazy. So it's always very interesting to me when I meet people or like see on the internet people that are like, I lost 30 pounds in a month. I'm like, how? Like you really must have, I don't know, unless, and I know like if you have like kind of more to lose, like it's easier at the beginning and you kind of lose more upfront, but like I have not experienced that. Like I think I've lost a couple pounds and like I feel good, but I have not felt like a drastic weight change. Like if anything, I'm like, okay, waiting. But at the same time, I know it is a medication that's like you have to be on it for some time. Like I don't think it's like do it for 3 months and then just get off of it. Like it is, your body has to get used to it. And also like I was talking with you about it, like the dosing, like at least the place I went through was very conservative dosing. Like the first 3 months are still like just enough that your body's getting used to it.
Yeah. Which
again, everyone's bodies react differently. Maybe someone that's a little more like insulin sensitive, like would have more drastic weight change.
Yeah.
It definitely has like affected my appetite. I feel like I pretty much have a normal appetite throughout the day, but towards the end of the day, I'm a lot more full. Like by dinner time, I'm like, oh, I'm still kind of full from lunch feeling.
You're like digesting still.
Yeah, because you digest, exactly. Like I think I still have food in my stomach, whereas like before I was just an empty pit, could eat forever. So, but I do think like the mindset stuff's been helpful. I plan to be on it for probably a couple more months, see how it goes. But yeah, like overall really good. Again, like I would talk to your doctor and see if you're a good candidate for it. just because you see everyone on it doesn't mean you need to be on it. But also, like, if you're interested in it, check it out. Like, you know?
Yeah. I was going to say that as well, guys, for anyone listening. And the only reason I say this is I've had a couple people reach out or people say things, even the coffee girl this morning mentioned it. Just because you're listening and Fee is taking it or someone that you love is taking it doesn't mean that you necessarily should. And just to give another perspective, like from my point of view, you know, someone asked me if you had Ozempic back when you did your fitness journey, would you have taken it when I was at 250 pounds? And my answer is no. One, I couldn't really afford to do it back then. But number two, like I wouldn't have learned all the things I had to learn to get to where I am. Like I wouldn't have the work ethic. I wouldn't have the nutrition knowledge. I wouldn't understand weightlifting. But you're a different situation because you've been trying and doing all the right things for years and years and years. So I just want to say, guys, just because we're talking about it transparently on the show and Fee's opening up, she's not recommending that you guys do it and that it's like this. And clearly, like from what you're saying, it's not a magic drug.
That's like where I'm struggling the most with it is like I feel like maybe some people are having that experience, but like I feel like I'm working out and having to eat just as healthy as I was before. Like I really don't feel like it's like a cheat code by any means. And like I follow a couple girls like on TikTok that have been on it that like they feel the same way and like they think it supports them a little bit, but they still are having to work out more than they ever had, you know, like it definitely requires work, at least in my experience. Again, everyone's different. So the weight is not just like falling off of me.
And if you guys are listening and you haven't tried first to clean up the diet, focus on whole foods, move your body, like if you haven't done that first, I don't think this is the right path for you yet.
I also have an interesting perspective I want to add. So since I like announced that I've been on it, I like whenever I post a photo now, like I get comments or DMs like, oh my gosh, the Ozempic's working. Like, wow, I can really tell. Like, you look so great. I've like literally lost like 5 pounds. Like, I have not lost anything crazy, to be very honest. And so, like, when people say that, I'm like, I actually don't think I look that. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't think I look that different, but I think because people now know I'm on it, they're like, oh, like you've lost so much weight. And I'm like, no, I really haven't. And I think it's interesting. I just want to add that. Like I'm like, I don't know. It's a little weird being on the backside of it. And I do have to admit, like, in a way, it is a little frustrating when I still feel like I'm eating well and working out. And now people are just being like, oh, you look great. Like the Ozempic's working. And I'm like I'm doing so much work still too. And I don't know. Like, I just don't think, unfortunately, I think like our society right now, because it's such a new thing and it's, I don't know. I think Ozempic's PR is really bad. Like I think they need a new PR. I just think people think it's like an escape, like oh, you want to take the easy way out.
Well, then they have good PR.
I get.
They have. I think the reality is not as amazing as people think.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like part of me. It makes me feel a little like weird. Like people think I'm trying to take the easy way out, or that like now if I lose weight, it was just because of the Ozempic. Yeah. And it's like, that's not the case. Yeah. And it's a little like, I don't know, kind of sucks a little bit, but it is what it is. Then again, I've been working out and eating healthy for a while and have been struggling. And, you know, I see girls that have PCOS and a lot of other things that, like, they really can't. And then they take this and it falls off of them. So, I don't know. It's an interesting dynamic, but I don't regret it. And, like, I'm happy to be on it. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. I guess that also comes with sharing about it.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a lot of people keep it private, which I also totally get, to be honest. Like, the messages I get sometimes now, I'm like, oh, maybe I should have just kept it myself. But it's fine.
I think it's great that you're sharing it. And even if it doesn't work out the way we want it to, at least, you know, people are hearing that. It's really a cultural phenomenon. It is. It's pretty insane. Like, I'm seeing other supplement companies create, like, Ozempic-like products, which is not something I would do. But, yeah.
It's interesting. To be honest, like, as someone who's on it, I don't know if it's good or bad. I really don't know. To be honest. So
that's okay.
We'll just have to see. This one's kind of random, but what is your current favorite recipe?
Oh, Oh my God, my
I feel like you share a little, like you don't share as much like the food you're making now. So
yeah,
we're
my
curious.
recipes aren't as crazy anymore. But one thing I've been obsessed with, there's these noodles on Amazon. I'll put the link in the bio that are made of sweet potato, like pure sweet potato. They're like glass noodles. And I'll do that with soy sauce and sriracha and shiitake mushrooms and bok choy and green onion and steak on top.
It's like a little ramen bowl. Oh,
Crazy.
that sounds really good.
It's insane. It's
I gotta
insane.
try those.
Yeah, order them immediately. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get that link too.
Yeah.
I've been making like an Asian-y dish too. We've
Yeah.
been getting I like love Trader Joe's frozen food, but it's full of lots of stuff, like the orange chicken, and there's like a broccoli and beef one. So Kenny and I have been trying to like make an alternative version. So I've been getting from Trader Joe's like shredded beef, and then I mix it with like frozen broccoli or fresh broccoli if I have it, on top of a little rice, and I'll use like a little coconut aminos and sesame oil and just like a little stuff. It is so good. Kenny has been requesting it. He's like, can we start making this every week? It's so good. And it's not like as tasty as the super syrupy version I'd get that's frozen, but like I feel a lot better eating it.
Yeah.
And I feel good after it. So that's like what we've been making. I'm into
That's a nice swap
Yeah.
out. I appreciate that.
inspired by Trader Joe's, you know.
Yeah, and those frozen meals, you just got to check what's in them, guys, because it has, you never really know.
Yeah.
Why do your parents not listen to your show? I don't know.
Kathy does. Kathy asked a really funny question.
She did. What?
She said, would you ever consider building a compound with puppies, horses, chickens, and babies?
I mean, I'm not going to say no to that, obviously.
Kathy wants to come live on the compound. That's what I'm getting.
I'm getting that vibe too. You both looked stunning at the EY Awards. Give the fit and glam rundowns, please.
Ooh.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
So the green dress, the famous green dress, was from McDougall, and I think it's called the spaghetti strap sequin dress. And actually my friend from high school who lives in Austin showed me, and she was like, this would be perfect. And I was like, oh yes. So I rush ordered it to LA because it wasn't going to come to Austin on time. Got it in LA, sent it to a team member's house, had it Ubered to the office. I tried it on. It fit me like a square. Like it was like a SpongeBob square, like not flattering at all. So we rushed to get it tailored overnight, got it in time, and it fit perfectly. So that was like a really good move.
Yeah.
It's by McDougall. I'm so glad I wore it. I wanted to wear something that was very bloom, like
Green,
Yeah.
embroidered, beaded.
yeah,
It was
flowers,
gorgeous,
like
yeah.
very bloom vibes.
Yeah.
And it was a hit.
Yep.
Definitely stood out. And then glam, I did makeup with Carly Fisher, who's incredible. She does like huge celebrities in LA. She's so talented. And I feel like she just gets like what my face looks good with.
Yeah.
She just like understands the assignment. And then Haley Heckman did my hair. She did an incredible like Hollywood waves.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that was actually like a good wedding hairstyle.
I know. I loved it.
Yeah, like
I
a
know.
soft, like straight with like the waves in the lower part.
Yeah.
And that was me. Oh, my shoes were Jeffrey Campbell.
Very cute.
Yeah.
My dress was from, I think it's called Norma Kamali.
Yeah.
If I'm saying that correctly. All for Evolve. I was trying to find something that was like, like tasteful and like work appropriate, but still like cute, I ordered it last minute. I just wanted something black, simple. It came in, fit me so great, was so like stretchy and comfy. I have to tell you, they make it in a couple colors too. But like I've read all the reviews and people are like, I wore this to a wedding, was great. So got it, loved it. I don't know what brand heels I had on, but they were comfortable. Wait, so funny. So we get to the office. So like we pack our stuff, right? I packed very lightly for this trip. Like I was like, I packed my dress, I packed an outfit for the shoot. Like I was like, I got my 3 outfits I need for this trip.
Yeah.
That's it. So we get to the office, and I guess Mari like was talking to one of the gals, Lindsay, that was coming to the event, and what kind of dress did you get? And Lindsay's like, oh, and I wasn't there at this moment, but I guess Lindsay pulled it up, and it's the dress I brought, and Mari's like, oh, I think Fiona has the same one in the same, both black, like the same exact dress, and Mari and Lindsay like run in the office that I'm in, and they're like, Lindsay has the same dress as you, and I was like, oh no, oh no. I was like, it's the only one I brought. And I was like, and at first I was like, oh no, like we can't, like we're at this little table, like we're gonna look so weird wearing, we're gonna look like waitresses at the event. Like,
And I
people are gonna
offered
think-
Lindsay my backup
Yeah.
dress, but Lindsay's also like 5'2"
Yeah.
and I'm 5'10",
Yeah.
so I don't think it would have worked out.
So at first I was like, do you have any other options? And then later I texted her and I was like, Lindsay, wear the dress. Like, it's a great dress. It's a black plain dress. I'm like, we are totally different heights. Like, people probably won't even think it's the same dress.
Yeah.
And even though, like, who cares?
Yeah.
And she ended up finding another dress that looked beautiful on her anyways. So it all worked out. But I was like, there must be 2,000 black dresses on Revolve.
Yeah.
Like, how did we get the same one? She's like, I thought the same thing. Like, it's good for work. It was comfy. I was like,
She should keep it for something else.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it's a great dress. When I bought it, I told my mom right away. I was like, do you have any black tie weddings? Because you should wear this dress. So
Yeah. And
I wore it
it's
to my
not that
stepsister's.
expensive, right?
No, it was under $200.
Mine wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
Mine was like $300.
MacDougall's really good. I had tried
Yeah.
a MacDougall dress for a wedding, I think, at some point. Like a beaded pink one. It was gorgeous. It just like, it wasn't the right vibe for the wedding. But their dresses are gorgeous.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my look. And then I just did my own hair and makeup. I did straighten my hair, which like I actually have it straight today. I never really straighten my hair anymore.
I liked it straight.
Thank you. I know I was going for the like Jen Ann, like, you know, when it kind of swoops into your face.
A mission achieved.
Yeah, like I was trying to do like the 90s Jen Ann, like black dress, just
Slay.
Yeah.
Big
It
slay.
was cute. It was really fun. What about this one? When's the last time you tried something new for the first time?
Oh. Kind of recently. Probably at the ranch.
Oh.
Is it like a health question or is it like in
They
general?
literally just said, what's the last time you tried something new?
I feel like I'm pretty down for new stuff in general. Like, yes, I get stuck in my routine, but like when I went to the ranch, I tried new activities. I tried new styles of riding. I feel like I'm down for new things.
I don't know the last time I tried something new. I asked that question, now I'm sitting here and I'm like, I don't know, to be quite honest.
You went on the lake yesterday.
Okay, yeah, that was my first time going on the lake here in Austin, but I didn't like wakeboard or anything. I was just like on a boat.
Oh,
it was so fun though.
That was a big thing for me when I went
You went
wakeboarding.
Yeah, I know. I gotta try that. Also, the lake here is so beautiful.
I know.
It was so nice. I literally just laid on one of those little lily pads they put out like in the water. It was so nice.
Were you guys like stalled or were you moving?
We were stalled.
Oh.
We went to a little, there's like an inlet. It's like the party area basically.
I've seen
and
it.
all the boats tie up and just like everyone talks to everyone. It was really fun.
I've never been in the inlet.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, I flew back from LA that morning. Woke up at 4 a.m., got on a 6 a.m. flight, got back for our friend's birthday here. And I was so tired, but I like rallied and like I was very chill. Like a lot of people were off in the water, like talking to everyone. I was like tanning on the boat. I got off at one point, but like I was chilling. And then they all went out that night and I was like, I'm gonna stay home.
Did you drink?
So yeah, but like I like sipped on 2 like seltzers like all day. Like everyone was like taking shots. I was like, I'm good. I woke up at 4 a.m. They're like, oh, like, okay, never mind.
Damn.
No, William, the birthday boy, was like, I can't believe you even came. Like he thought it was really nice that I came. So
Oh, that's cute.
I tried.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I think I'm asking you a question now.
Yeah, maybe one more each and then we're.
Yeah, I don't like your questions for me.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Baby names you like but would never personally use. Need ideas for a baby girl. Oh, I have some. Let me pull my
You
note.
like, but you won't use.
Yeah.
Are you positive you won't use them?
If I'll make sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty positive on the ones I want to use.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I have some good ones. Junie, Nala,
Oh.
Willa. There's one Welsh name that I'm obsessed with. I might still save it actually. I love the name Soleil. I was definitely going to call my baby that, but I think I just know too many Soleils now. It means sun in French. I think it's gorgeous. Solène.
Oh.
Oh, the next one's actually one that you're thinking of using, so I won't say it.
Oh, okay.
I love the name Indy,
Oh, that is a cute name.
Amelie, Addie, Orly, Nella, Nelly. I said Nelly twice. Nell, Millie.
We both like the E, like the E's.
Yes.
Like my kids are definitely all gonna have E names.
Same.
Which hopefully me and Kenny get married, but like I
Actually, no, mine's not.
I like the, oh yeah, you're right. I like Kenny's last name's Hansel. I don't know if I should put that out there. Whatever. I should remember what.
He probably will love that.
And like, that's for you, babe.
A little clout.
Like his Kenny Hansel, like it just sounds really nice. Like I like an Hansel. So those are the names I'm looking at. I have a list somewhere in all my thousands of notes, but I don't know which ones I like yet, so I'm not going to share them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hearing people are getting really bold with their names, their baby names.
Yeah, I think there's like the whole, I'm not trying to shame anyone, but the whole like naming like an item, what's the word? Like a noun? Like a thing?
Yeah.
Like rock. Or like I just don't know.
Like what was Whimsy?
That's still like a name though. Like
Yeah.
Stone. Like there are a lot of names like that, which like I get it. They're like the cool
Stormy.
names. Like a thing.
Apple.
I don't know. Yeah. Like I've seen, like I know there's some celebrity has a kid named Apple. Like that.
Gwyneth,
I get it. Like it is cute. I don't know. Maybe it grows on you after a while. I've just never really been into that. But I like kind of funky names. Like I'm definitely not like a super classic name.
No, me neither.
Like I don't think my daughter's name will ever be like
Sophia Richie named her daughter Eloise.
Yeah.
Which actually is a classic name, but I think it's
different.
It's cute.
Like it's not like, I don't want to say, I'm not going to start naming names. People are going to be like, that's my name. But like just like a basic normal name. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like, my
yeah,
kids
yeah.
are definitely going to have like kind of cute fun names, but I'm not going to name her like Rock.
I mean,
Stone.
I grew up with a very unique name. Like I never knew anyone called Mari ever.
Like Fiona.
It's a Welsh name, so I never heard anyone with it. And honestly, growing up, I hated it because I felt like everyone said it wrong or I stood out.
Yeah.
And now I love, love, love my name.
Yeah.
So it took me a long time.
Yeah.
But I love a unique name that still sounds like a name.
Yeah.
You know?
And I had the same thing. Like when Shrek came out, like ruined my life. Quite literally. Like every boy in school was like, are you an ogre? I'm like, literally, no, it was awful. But, and it's funny, like my parents always were like, it's a beautiful name. Like growing up, I really did not like my name. And now, like whenever I tell anyone, they're like, that's such a beautiful name. Like people think.
And Fee is such a cute nickname.
Yeah. So I've grown to like it. I think the Shrek thing just really threw a
By the way, guys, my mum's name is Fiona,
Yeah.
which I don't think we've ever mentioned. It's a very British name.
Yeah.
And my mum went by Fifi growing up.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
My friends kind of called me that growing up. Now it's just Fee.
Yeah.
But, like more so Fifi growing up. It's so funny. I know. I always, whenever people call me that, I had one girl that used to call me Fifi the kitty.
What?
And I was like, I hate cats, first of all.
Why Fifi the kitty?
I don't know, because she'd be like, you sound like, it sounds like a cat. Like it sounds like a poodle or something. Like, I don't know. Like sounds like an animal name.
Oh.
Fifi.
People used to call me Mars Bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's grown on me. I
Or
love my name
Ma.
now.
Like I went through a stage
Ma.
where Greg only called me Ma.
Really?
For like college years, yeah. And everyone at college called me Ma.
Interesting.
I don't love it.
I've always called you Mari.
I know. It's like 2 syllables. Like doesn't take that long. More.
Okay, I have another question.
Okay.
What do you think is going to be the next big trend in the wellness fitness space?
Oh.
Right?
I think carnivore is really having a moment, but like
gonna say
that's
that.
like right now. Like animal protein's really having a moment. I think maybe to me this is a trend, but I almost wonder if my For You page or my algorithm is
Yeah.
very like
You focus.
me focused. I think people are really going back to ancestral roots, grounding, almost like simplifying everything. Like, let's go back to the way we started on Earth. Like, go outside, barefoot, whole foods, meat, fruit, veg, limited processed things, getting in the sun, swimming in bodies of water, raising animals.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just the direction I'm leaning, but I feel like things are going that way.
I feel like along with that, like as a society, I feel like people are becoming a lot more aware of ingredients. And there's brands like Sweet Green who are, switching from seed oils. Like I'm hoping for our children and just like the future that like as a country, I would say, or, country, world, as everyone, that we're like trying to lean more back into like natural stuff and not this crazy processed. Like I would love if processed food just like stopped.
It won't.
I know.
It won't because it makes too much money. But the trend that I think is going to happen, and I already see it happening, people are getting their information from podcasts and experts in the field rather than their doctor.
Yeah.
And I feel like a little bit of that is not great because people are getting their information from like TikTok or perhaps people who have very skewed opinions. But I think people are becoming more of their own advocate when it comes to health and tuning into information that's a bit more like specialized. So, or maybe you listen to Dr. Mindy Pelz and learn all about hormones, and then you listen to someone else when it comes to gut health, and you go for experts in the field like fertility, gut health, bacteria, mold, whatever it may be. And I think people are finding their own information rather than relying on their doctors, hopefully. Nothing against doctors. I know they serve such a fantastic purpose, but I think you have to do your own research outside of the doctor's office and be your own advocate, because everything's funded. Like even doctors' offices are funded by big pharma. They want to give you prescriptions that you don't need. That's just the bottom line. So yeah, I think people are becoming more like resourceful, I guess. Love
it.
Okay, guys, that is it from me and Fee. I really hope you enjoyed this girl chat episode. Thank you, Fee, for joining.
Of course. It was so fun.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit follow, leave us a review. It really, really helps us grow the show and continue bringing you guys amazing episodes. We have some really good ones coming. We post every Monday and Thursday, so don't miss out. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. To support this show, please rate and review and share with your loved ones. If you want to be reminded of new episodes, click the subscribe button on your preferred podcast or video player. You can sign up for my newsletter to receive my favorites at marilewellen.com. It will be linked in the show notes. This is a Wellness Out Loud production produced by Drake Peterson, Fiona Atix, and Kelly Kyle. This show is edited by Mike Fry, and our video is recorded by Luis Vargas. You can also watch the full video of each episode on our YouTube channel at Mari Fitness. Love you, Power Girls and Power Boys. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team.